Hey, good morning. It's time for high five. I started before and I got messed up, and it's just the way I am today. I'm a little bit tired. Haven't slept well for the last couple of nights. Had a lot going on in my life. Monday I started talking about the comet Neowise, Neowise, that's in our atmosphere. And you may say, why are you concerned about I'm not concerned. I'm watching and I'm praying. And one of the things that Jesus said for us to do is not speculate. We're not supposed to try to figure out everything, but we are supposed to watch and pray. And one thing I do watch is signs in the heavens. And I don't watch them every night, and I don't go outside and look at the stars every night. But when he tells me to watch or look up, there's something going on. And I just found out about Neowise, and it's a long range. There's two different kinds of comets. Comets are frozen dirt balls. First of all, in Job 38:22, God says, and he was asking Job all these questions. He said, "Have you entered the treasury of snow, or have you seen the treasury of hail, which I have reserved for the time of trouble, and for the battle, and for war?" In history, comets have come into our atmosphere as a warning of something that will be happening upon this earth. For instance, there was a comet a comet before the flood, and it came back in our time called Hale-Bopp Comet. It's one of those long-range comets. Then we have Halley's comets it was seen before 4 years before the destruction of the Second Temple in 70 AD. It was seen at 66 AD for many quite a long time, and they called it a sword in the sky. Now, a comet is nothing but a frozen dirt ball, and it has gases in it. And many don't, when they pass through the sun in their orbit, many of them break up. And that's what happened on Hanukkah a couple of years ago. But let me tell you what's so interesting about Neowise is it wasn't discovered until March of this year, when we had the pandemic. And how it was discovered is there was a spaceship called the Near Earth Objects Wide Field Infrared Survey Explorer that was sent up in 2009. It was sent up and they figured it was going to be working for 9 months. That's all they had projected it to work for, and it's still working. It was never intended to find a comet, and it found this comet this March when the pandemic started. Now, this is the last I'm going to be talking about it today, so I really wanted to let you know that comets are signs. We have in Genesis 14, God made the sun and the moon and the stars for signs and for seasons. And this is the way I look at it from studying the comets throughout history, because they were always something for us to say, look up, for your redemption draws nigh. There was comets before wars, in Shoemaker-Levy comet, in Tisha B'Av. We're in the dire straits. The last day of the dire straits is Tisha B'Av, the 9th of Av, and this year it's going to be on July 30th. And so there's so many different things, but this is a long-range comet like Hale-Bopp was. This comet that is in our atmosphere now is the brightest in decades, and it's a 7,000-year comet. That's the orbit, 7,000 years. So it's never been seen in Bible times since the beginning of creation that we have seen, and so they're able to see this. And what is happening right now is they're trying to silence the church. They're trying seriously, they're trying to silence the church. There's other things that could go on, but the church gatherings can't go on. And one thing I've learned about the dire straits, Bob Jones said, with the season of basilisk, You can't fight this individually. You need corporate intercession. And this is one thing I believe that the Lord is just giving us a forewarning to don't be silent. Let the Lord hear your voice. Shout unto the Lord with a voice of triumph, because he is Lord and he's not stepping off the throne. We just have to join in with him. God gave Jesus all power and authority, but he gave us that authority to rule and reign here on this earth. So that's all I'm going to talk about. The Comets. A week from today is going to be the best viewing of Comet Neowise, and I just keep watching and I just keep praying. Watch Israel right now. Watch Lebanon. Turkey is really in the playing here. Iran and Syria together. Everything is heating up over there, and it is the time of the dire straits. 3-week period of time when they believe that if anything bad can happen, it'll happen in that time. So look up. Your redemption draws nigh. God bless you. Bye-bye.